Now that you are clear with ionic bonding, let's understand what are different energy terms that are involved in the ionic bonding. We are continuously talking about stability and energy, but now let's actually understand what are the different energy terms that are involved in the ionic bonding. Let's start with it. What is our first term? First term is nothing but ionization energy. Now, as the name suggests, ionization energy. That means what? Something is getting ionized. And what do you mean by ionized? One atom or element is getting converted into ionic form, and that atom or element is already in the gaseous state. So, we can say that ionization enthalpy of elements is the amount of energy that an isolated gaseous atom, this is important, that atom is in the gaseous state. So an isolated gaseous atom requires to lose an electron in its ground state, and that is how you will get the ionic form of the element, correct? By losing the electron. So this losing of electron result in the formation of cations, correct? So as you can see over here that M, suppose any element is in gaseous state. So this gaseous state, when loses electron, we get formation of cation, and the energy which is required to eliminate this electron is nothing but your ionization energy. So when we talk about ionization energy, obviously the electron is eliminating. That means what? Your energy is getting absorbed by the atom. So energy always needs to be absorbed for an atom to lose an electron. Hence, ionization enthalpy, we can say that, is always positive. The atom will absorb the energy and the electron will go out. So this is nothing but your ionization energy. Your second term is electron gain enthalpy. Now that you have seen, when the electron is eliminated, you get certain kind of energy, the energy which is absorbed by the atom. Similarly, when the electron is gained by the atom, again now there will be elimination of certain type of energy or certain amount of energy, correct? So the electron gain enthalpy, we can say that, is defined as the amount of energy released when an electron is added to an isolated gaseous atom. That means what? When the electron is added, the energy which is released when electron is added, the energy which is released is nothing but your electron gain enthalpy. What was happening in ionization energy? The energy was getting absorbed in order to remove one electron. But what is happening in the case of electron gain enthalpy? The energy is released and the electron is gained. I hope this is clear and there is no confusion between ionization energy and electron gain enthalpy. Let's move ahead. So we can say that during the addition of electron, energy can be absorbed, or in the case sometimes it is also released. Okay, so keep this in mind. In ionization energy, the energy was absorbed, but in electron gain enthalpy, it can be either absorbed and in some cases it can be released. Let's go ahead now. Now, what is lattice enthalpy? Now that after gaining and absorbing and removing energy, your atoms are in ionic state, correct? That means you have cations and anions. Now this cation and anion come together to form a molecule, and this is nothing but your lattice enthalpy. Lattice enthalpy is nothing but the energy released when 1 mole of ionic compound is formed from isolated gaseous atoms. That means what? Your ionic gaseous atom, they combine to form a molecule, and that energy which is released is nothing but your lattice enthalpy. I hope this is clear now. Let's go ahead. What are the favorable conditions for bond formation or bond formation in ionic bonding. We have discussed about ionization enthalpy. We have also discussed about electron gain enthalpy, and we have discussed about lattice enthalpy. So when ionization enthalpy is low, electron gain enthalpy is high, and lattice enthalpy is high, then the bond formation is favorable.